What's going on? What's going on? It's Lady Dre, and welcome to HealNSession. I bet you're having an amazing, abundant, prosperous, loving, fulfilling, masterful, purposeful, peaceful, harmonious day. I hope this message finds you well. Okay, so I wanted to talk to you about it's yours. It's yours. It's already yours. It's been yours. Like, no one can take it away. It's yours, right? I know sometimes we may feel like we're asking God for certain things, we're praying for certain things, and it's just not showing up. But maybe sometimes you may need to observe just if you need to change your perspective, change your mindset, right? Sometimes we may need to change our perspective or mindset from, lack to abundance, right? Knowing that you will have instead of thinking that you won't have it, right? Maybe you need to change your perspective or mindset into understanding that you won't always just have unhealthy relationships. You will have healthy relationships, right? It's about you just making that shift, making that change, and understanding that sometimes we need to shift our mindset and shift our perspective on just what we're asking for so we can be aligned, right? And so I want to encourage you to know that it's yours. It's already yours. It's been yours, and no one's going to be able to take it away. So I want to share a story with you. And this happened a couple months back, but it's prevalent because just recently it showed up for me, and I was just like, you know what? Okay. So and the situation was, I had somebody that was in my life that, I mean, to be all the way real with you, they would like to take credit for things that I did, right? And really, like, they would never do nothing in the midst or in the process of it. But when it was all said and time to be able to celebrate or to be able to, be at the finish line, it was always like you want to take credit for something that you didn't even do, right? And so this particular person did that, a few months back, and it made me feel away, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, okay, God, like, but again, if it's for me, it's for me, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, that was my experience to have. However, they tried to swoop in and like take, credit for just being a part of the situation, being part of the celebration, being part of the process or whatever. And I'm like, you didn't even do anything. So it made me feel away, you know what I'm saying? But I was like, God, I'm going to leave it in your hands. I'm not going to let it get me out of character in the sense of, like, again, what's for me is for me. But also, too, I also know, too, like, how my God work. And, like, my God don't play about me, you know what I'm saying? And so it was like, yeah, you can try to take credit all you want. But, you know what I'm saying? I'm the one that's going to be, smiling in the end. So I just had to trust and believe that God was going to take care of it. And in the process of me letting God take care of it, I was still going to show up as my best self, right? I was still going to be able to know that I was moving in integrity, grace, love, truth, all that, right? So fast forward, and granted, too, before I say fast forward, the thing was that, like I said, this person always wanted to take credit for things that, I did. And it was like, and of course it was somebody close to me, you know what I'm saying? But it was just like, it's just funny how you always kind of show up when it's, at the last minute where it's like, oh, okay, yeah, I did this, you know what I'm saying? And so I was like, okay, you know what, whatever. And, so, and not even whatever as I didn't care, but it was more so like whatever as in, again, you're not going to be able to take something away from me that's mine, you know what I mean? And no matter what you try to do, no matter how you try to make it look, no matter who you tell, no matter who, you know what I'm saying, you trying to, look good for, it don't matter, because at the end of the day, like, God got me, and when it's all said and done, the people that are involved want to know the truth, you know what I'm saying? And so I was just like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna let you handle it, God. So that was that. So like I said, so a couple weeks ago, the same situation came up where, I was able to finally experience what I was supposed to experience anyway. You know what I'm saying? And not only was it better than what I hoped or what I imagined, you know what I'm saying? It was just even more confirmation that, again, like, God got me, you know what I'm saying? And can't nobody take what's for me. What's for me is for me. No matter who want to come and show up and make it seem like, you know what I'm saying, they want to take credit for, parts in it, no matter what they say, no matter what they do, it don't matter, because at the end of the day, like, you know what I'm saying? Again, what's for me is for me. And I want to encourage you to let you know, like, what's for you is for you. So no matter if somebody try to come in and swoop in and try to take credit for something that you did, something that you've done, they want to make it seem like, you know, you wasn't showing up as XYZ, or they want to make it seem like they want to talk bad about you because you didn't do XYZ, and or you didn't, come in and again just try to make it seem as though you're not who you are. God is always going to show up for you. And not only will it be done in front of, the masses, but it will also, again, be confirmation for yourself to know, like, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, God's always going to vindicate you. You know what I'm saying? You don't need nobody to vindicate you. You don't need nobody to sit there and make you seem as though that you know who you are. As long as you know who you are, you move in integrity, move in love, move in truth, like, listen, God got you always, always. And it was just amazing because the experience, I feel like I've worked hard for that experience, you know what I'm saying? And then for me to finally like experience, and really in reality, it was meant for me to experience it that way, you know what I'm saying? Because in the process of that, I also had a lesson to learn where it was like, again, I want to see how you show up. If you say you want to show up as your best self, I want to see how you show up, and I want to see how you move and operate when somebody tries to take credit for something that you did. I wanted to see if you're going to trust me to know that I'm still going to show up for you every single day, all day, every day. You know what I'm saying? And so I was like, okay, God, I see you. Angels, I see you. You know what I'm saying? But it was just a beautiful moment because, the experience alone allowed me to just, again, be in celebration for what the event was for. But also, too, the people that were involved knew what it was, you know what I'm saying? And it was just a special moment for everyone that was involved, and so I'm just grateful. I'm grateful, you know what I mean? But I just want to encourage you to know, like, you know what I'm saying? Your blessings will not pass you by. What's for you is for you. And if it's delayed, it's okay. That just means that in the process of that detour, there's something else that you have to learn. There's something else that you have to grow from. There's something else that you have to be able to just, again, witness. You know what I'm saying? And everything's not always a test, right? Everything's not always a challenge or obstacle. Maybe sometimes it's God's way of taking you on the scenic route for you to be able to understand, like, there's beauty on the journey. Period. There's beauty along the journey, you know what I'm saying? Everything's not about the destination, And so I just want to encourage you to not lose faith. I want to encourage you to know that, you know what I'm saying, you are right where you need to be, right? Continue to be inspired, continue to be motivated, continue to do the work, continue to love on yourself, continue to be your authentic self, continue to know that, God got you always, 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 you know what I'm saying? I love y'all, and yeah, y'all be easy.